All right. Welcome back to the Fordham official podcast, Off the Record, where we talk about unserious and funny topics. Today, I am joined with
Tess.
and
Melany.
and we're going to be talking about This Summer I Turned Pretty, one of the most talked about TV show series this summer, and it has reached its final season 3 with the best debate in all history, might be an exaggeration, but Team Jeremiah versus Team Conrad. And who's Team Jeremiah?
I'm Team Jeremiah, Tess.
And who's Team Conrad?
I'm Team Jeremiah. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Your team.
Team Conrad, Melany.
Of course. And this is our camera. Hello.
Yeah.
We're doing a video podcast now. We've upgraded a little bit. But I'm going to start off simple, just like a little introduction. I want y'all to briefly explain why you are on the team that you are. You can give 5 points, give 4 points, 3 points. I really don't care. Just tell me why you're on this team. Tess, you want to go first?
Yes, I feel strongly. So I hope we can all agree you're Team No One.
Yeah, we're pretty fun.
They're all dogs.
Yes.
But I personally am Team Jeremiah because I feel as if Conrad is just a terrible communicator. Terrible, horrible, bottles everything and doesn't say what he thinks. Versus Jeremiah, at least he loves openly, loves loudly, tells Ellie exactly how he's feeling, even if it is the selfish feeling. But he does it nonetheless.
Similarly to what Tess said, I think I'm Team No One at the end of the day, but if I had to choose, it's definitely Team Conrad. And I think that's really just because I don't think love has to be so loud for it to be like genuine and like valid, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I think that Conrad, like his love for Belly is like authentic, and I think it's also the love that he has for her as a person, where like I don't think that Jeremiah has that love for Belly as like a person. I think that he struggles to separate like her identity and her personality from like her looks. So yeah.
Whoops. Okay, well, you more didn't really mention Jeremiah as much, but can y'all like tell me why you're on this team without mentioning the other team? Like, really give a solid case for this person. Who wants to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Okay. So I think that Conrad is someone who feels really deeply, feels intensely, and I feel like I really relate to Conrad in that sense. And I think that he is able to see people for who they are and also like grow with other people, meaning Belly. So I feel like him having so much patience and like capacity for like the growth is really important. And yeah, I think that Conrad is someone who is very self-reflective. So that's also a really important aspect of the relationship, in my opinion.
I get that, but also I'm like, the self-reflection is a facade. We can get into that later. I think that one of Jeremiah's top qualities, he is like self-sacrificial in terms of specifically like Belly treats him like a dog, like she does, but he is a dog to be treated as such. But like, she
Is that because he cheated?
she was it cheating though? Was it cheating? Because last time I checked, they weren't together.
Okay.
But she lied to him. Like she continuously, even in season 1, she made out with Conrad, and then she already like was leading Jeremiah on so much, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I don't actually like I like your brother. Actually, I like your brother who continuously you're compared to, continuously you put yourself against him, and nonetheless, I still pick him over you, as along with your mom and your dad picks Conrad over you.
Ooh.
So, but I think that even with all of her faults, he still continues to pick her and love her and choose her over himself a lot of the time. So that's why I would say.
I will say about that scene right after she kisses Conrad, literally enters Jeremiah's room and then goes, "Hey, I kissed Conrad after his mom just died." But a lot of Team Conrad people are always like criticizing Jeremiah for his reaction to Belly saying that and be like, "Oh, my mom just died." And it's like, "Oh, he's playing the mom card." What do you have to say about that, Melanie?
In terms of Jeremiah's reaction.
Yeah.
It's tough because I feel like obviously I'm again team Conrad right now, but like I feel like his reaction was almost like I want to say valid because of the situation, like your girlfriend just kissed somebody else, and that somebody else is your brother. So I do understand. I do think though that like there's a better way that he could have gone about approaching Belly, but again, I get the nature of the situation, so I feel like my hands are tied right now. Yeah.
And like Tess, like right after, I remember seeing this clip and I was like, what? Right after, I think Conrad just came back from university on his car. He's coming from exam. He comes out. He's seeing Belly making out with Jeremiah. What do you have to say?
Okay. Visually, as a viewer, that scene was 10 out of 10. But if I was Conrad, oh, that's a slap in the face. Like that's diabolical behavior. I don't know.
That scene was too good. You just have to look over it.
Beside him.
Yeah, that's my man. I'm gonna stand beside him.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay beside him. You're a dog though, but I'm gonna stay beside you.
Me.
I do have actually a point because we were talking about Jeremiah's just like behavior, and I will say he's a baby. Like he is definitely a baby, but I feel like why I'm such a Team Jeremiah person is because I would choose his bad traits over Conrad's.
Ooh,
Interesting. Wow.
And what would you say his bad traits are?
Specifically, the way that continuously he'll be like, it's just so hard on me, and I'm just gonna bear everything on my shoulders and not tell anyone. Like, I really have to bear the weight of the world. And it's like, King, you could just open your mouth and like say something. Like, you could just tell Belly, maybe not before she's about to get married.
Oh no.
I mean, he had 4 years, guys. Like, I don't know. It's only like he's been together for 6 months with her. Like, bro, you're an adult. Like, you're on.
Oh no.
What would you say about that?
Okay, so to start, the thing about being a human is how complex life can be. And so here's the thing. I think some people just have a harder time opening up. And that's tied to like your traumas and like other things that you might have experienced or just like how you are like as a person. I don't know. It really depends. It might be environmental, whatever. But I think that we can't force someone to like voice their feelings. That's like one of the hardest things to do. And so it's tough. It's tough because I think that he's just struggling a lot and he's in therapy too. So like hold on.
Wait, but I heard that he lied to his therapist. What was that about? No, actually explain that scene because that's what I heard, the grapevine.
So in the scene, that therapy scene, the therapist says to him, like, do you still have feeling for Belly? And he goes, no, I don't. So you're a liar.
Did he really work through any of his problems in therapy if he didn't tell his therapist?
But here's the thing. What if he was, I think, not what if, I think he cares about Belly so much that he's willing to put everything aside to save like Belly in this situation because he knew that he was going to cause like, this disaster that we were in. Or maybe it's not a disaster because we ended up with Conrad anyway, but
got you there. She kind of got you there.
I do feel that like he really tried so hard to just let her exist with Jeremiah. And I know we were talking about how Jeremiah is like self-sacrificing. What if that was the self-sacrifice that we're talking about?
Oh, like Conrad's behavior?
Yeah. What if lying to his therapist? I know that's like, we all know the truth, but like, what if he was really trying to like suppress that? And I don't want to say what if because he moved across the country to get far away. So
okay.
Yeah.
See, I could back you with that if he didn't confess to her already pre-wedding.
Yes.
Like
we're there.
I'm gonna stand beside him. That's my man.
Yeah.
Look at the screen. Let's ask the audience. Okay, but serious note, a little bit. Why do y'all generally believe that Jeremiah is immature?
Oh, I can get started. So I think so. Let's start with the fact that Jeremiah is a frat bro. So I think that we all know how that goes. And I think that Jeremiah often sees Belly, like I mentioned before, as like more of a physical, appearance rather than like a really deep person, the way like Conrad sees her, sorry. But I think Jeremiah handles his issues in a way where he's not as self-reflective. He's like, I'm gonna go, meet up with my frat bros and we're gonna go to the bar and I'm gonna, start thinking about how I can move on to the next step. I feel like Jeremiah doesn't handle things the way that he could and like for his age. I feel like he just like runs to the next thing and he's like, okay, this happened and so you're the bad one and like
Mm.
I'm gonna go to Cabo and like cheat on you. So
Whoops.
I think that Jeremiah and if you look at how similar he is to his dad, that's also
Daddy's
yes.
Daddy's child.
Yes,
Okay.
him and his dad are like so similar, and I think that obviously his dad is mature in my opinion because of the way he threw away his own relationship and kind of just goes about life. I don't know.
Wow, she just your daddy sons you.
Yeah.
But what do you have to say about Cabo?
Honestly, okay, Cabo I can talk about. But I never thought about the comparison between Jeremiah and his dad, but I see that.
They're twins.
Yeah. But I feel like this debate has brought up a lot that Jeremiah is the more immature one out of the two of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But again, just Conrad's behaviors are not mature. And you said the frat bro aesthetic.
Yeah.
And he is 22. And so in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, like you're 22. This is the time for you to be a frat bro. This is the time. But he is trying to act more mature than he actually is. The wedding. Don't do that.
Right.
Why? No, no.
And I'm with you on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have so much in common.
Yeah.
But Cabo, you asked about.
Mhm.
I can't stand beside my man. Like, do I think he cheated? Because they broke up. But would I ever get back with someone who moved on that quickly? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But would y'all say that Belly cheated? Emotionally, at least. I mean,
Okay.
Conrad did show up randomly, put her in his arms when she fell, instead of,
Yeah.
Was it
Christmas. Yeah. Winter break. I will say I do think that is emotional cheating. I do think that is
I mean,
emotional
she didn't tell Jeremiah
cheating.
about it.
Yeah, because if you don't tell someone, there's obviously something to hide. And so that's something that can, disrupt the relationship. And so I will say,
I feel like in this generation, we often say, just cheat back for revenge. So, do you really think that Jeremiah was in the wrong for cheating back? Well, you don't think he cheated, but you think he's cheated.
Okay, we
Did
can
he
say
cheat?
cheating.
Like he cheat back? Is that wrong?
it's tough. So I feel like they did the two different, well, I'm sure there's many forms of cheating, but there's the emotional and the physical. And I feel like they weren't even settled on this in the show. Like they were like, it was a break or it was a breakup.
Right.
So it's like,
And then she goes, how many times? Twice.
so
Twice.
yes,
It's here twice.
twice. Yes, on the same
That
trip.
Cabo trip,
Yeah.
yes. That's when
Tess, I'm sorry, I have to put my hands up. I'm sorry, I have to put my hands up.
Come to the other side. Join me.
I understand because I was wavering in that moment too. In that moment, when he said twice, I was like, "Oh, I'm done."
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean nothing if you slept with her twice. Is
Yeah.
it the same girl?
Same girl. Yeah. And he never told her.
Let's ask the audience.
Let's ask the audience.
Let's ask the audience, guys.
Truly.
Guys.
That's pretty much.
At that point,
Yeah.
no one tell. Okay,
They're
but
all dogs. They're all dogs.
it's true.
I mean,
I
don't
thought
remember
Conrad cheated as
cheating.
well. Did he?
I never knew about that.
I don't think Conrad ever cheated.
No. I
Ooh.
think we would know for sure.
My man is faithful, I will say.
Clearly, he stayed in. He was stuck on a 6-month relationship for 4 years and only confessed his feelings when he was forced to go back home instead of actually voluntarily going to his mother's recount funeral. What do you think about
What-
that?
What
do you think about this?
I think Conrad was. You bring up a good point. Funeral. Your mom's funeral. You want to be there. You want to make sure you're there. I think it was really tough for Conrad because of the complexity of the situation. The girl that you're insanely in love with is now like you're not on good terms with her, and then your brother's in the picture, and then it's your mom's funeral. Like I honestly I feel like he was in a situation and like didn't know how to really handle that, because not only are you going to your mom's funeral, but you're also gonna bump into your brother and then the girl that you're in love with. I don't agree with the choices, but I feel like I understand his hesitation as well. Like he was in a really bad situation.
But the thing is, I heard he was supposed to give a speech,
Oh, yeah.
and he just put that on Jeremiah, who is seemingly immature. And when he finally did arrive to the funeral, he still didn't do the speech and still put it on Jeremiah. And plus, this is his mother's memorial funeral. I mean,
Oh my gosh,
like,
she's a
what type
dog.
of love? Like, really, a girl that you dated for 6 months is gonna stop you from appreciating your dead mother that died?
But here's the
Her.
thing. Something. They go way back. They go way, way back to childhood. And at this point, I feel like she's just so, and again, this is why the show is weird. She's so like intertwined with the family that it's like it goes beyond the 6 month time frame, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
this is like family somehow. And so I feel like them just being involved all at once when it comes to the speech and everything, like I feel like he was gonna tear up and just like cry and
That's
sob.
normal.
And
for-
that's normal. And
for
but
your mother's memorial.
you know, I feel like if you know you can't handle it in the moment, it doesn't mean that you're like not, you don't love your mother who just like passed. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, that is actually true. I'm not
But
gonna
that
lie.
adds to my. I think that's immature. Like most of people are calling him mature when there's multiple times within all the seasons when Jeremiah will turn to his brother, be like, "I need you, I need you, I need you," and he just rejects him like straight up, even though he's the mature brother, the one that like everyone leans on. But continuously, it's Jeremiah that he just cuts. And this brings me to my whole point. Or not my whole point. One of the points that I wanted to bring up. Even though there's no villain in The Summer I Turned Pretty,
Mhm.
yes, there is. Yes, there is.
And who is that?
It is Susanna. my mom.
You know what?
Actually, you
I'm with
understand?
you. I'm with you.
the narrative after
Exactly. Exactly my point. She haunts them with her
Yeah.
idealization of this perfect world.
Mhm.
She basically groomed Belly into marrying into the family.
Listen, I'm with you on that one.
They're all trying to match her expectations of perfection.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I agree. I think Susanna's putting this, like, she's been plotting this expectation since they were children, which is unfair, you know? And then when she's on her deathbed, she's also writing letters, but the letters are centered around, like, their wedding, like, not even, like, anything else. Like, I get, you know, someone's wedding is a big event of their life, and that makes sense, but, like, it's specifically, like, here's this letter for when you get married, and, like, it makes sense, like, it's sweet, but it's, like, I feel like that was the only thing on her mind. She just pictured Belly in these like dresses.
Yeah.
She treated Belly like her doll.
Even the debutante ball season 1, she in that scene, Belly is trying on dresses, and her mom are like, "Oh, this simple dress is nice." And then Susanna, she's like, "No, this big, more extravagant dress would be better. Like this would be it." And then they end up going with that dress. So it is her perfect vision. It's never what
Yeah.
Belly wanted
Right,
or what she
right.
needed, actually.
But so the wedding, the ring.
Yes.
What do you want to say about that ring?
Oh, the itty bitty
That
Wait, guys,
I'm
which
telling you,
ring?
that scene where she like puts it on to show her mom, I literally could not see it. Literally, I'm so Nigerian. I was like, Jesus. Like, that's actually what you want to show to your mom. My mom, she'd be like, there's no way this is what your husband's bringing for you.
Yeah.
But what do you
Guys,
say
I
about
couldn't
that?
see a ring. I don't know that there was
That-
one. Sorry.
Was there one? Bro, like, he didn't even get on one knee, guys. Because he didn't even. But you know what he did get on his knees when he asked for forgiveness for cheating on Belly.
Interesting.
So, what do you got to say about that one?
So I have a lot to say about this proposal. Timing, she's in her most vulnerable state. Like Steven's like borderline gone at that point. So you propose outside of a hospital. It's just very suspicious timing to start.
Post-cheating reveal.
Post cheating reveal. And then there's barely a ring. I mean, if you can afford a trip to Cabo, you can afford a decent ring. I mean,
Whoops.
I don't know.
Yo, she actually got me. Oh my
So-
gosh, you got y'all there.
And not
bro.
only that, I mean, he's also a nepo baby. And we could argue that Conrad is a nepo baby too, but I think Jeremiah, he has access to funds. So I think there was an opportunity to get her a better ring, but honestly, I'm not about even like the material. Like, I think it's really the proposal itself. Like, it's just unfortunate that it was outside of a hospital. He's standing up, and that's that. And then he kind of just strings her along and starts asking her about, these chocolate raspberry cakes.
Oh my.
And it seems like a very material wedding. So
Mhm. The whole of them like preparing for adult life with like the apartment and the cake.
it was so cringy.
and just cringy. And it was just like, oh, you are not meant to get married.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I did think one of the moments of his I keep bringing it back to that like argument of immature versus mature. They're both immature. That's
Yeah.
that's one of the points I'm trying to make
Yes.
here. But one of his more mature moments when people would expect him to be immature was when everyone was expecting him to be like, no, don't go to Paris, please, please, please. And then once she revealed that she got into the program to go to Paris, he was like, oh, of course you're gonna go. Like, that'd be great. But then he did backtrack when he was like,
Yeah.
I really wanted you to stay anyways. Like, that was great. But of course he wanted her to stay.
Of course he wanted it.
Almost as obsessed as Conrad.
Oh,
Mm.
interesting.
That's
Honestly, I feel like he clocked to see so bad when he's like, "Oh, she didn't call you. She called me. You know why? Because we're in a 4-year relationship. You know why? Because we almost got married. You know why? Because she loves me. She didn't choose either of us. What do you have to say about that?"
Oh, so I will say, I think he has a bigger ego to
Mhm.
start. And I think that really fed that ego for him, like having like her calling him. I mean, of course she's gonna call him. They almost got married.
But I would argue that Conrad has an equally as big ego because when he was in the car crashing out, be like, who's the better kisser? And constantly pressing belly and was like, stop being such a big baby. Was he not crashing out then?
Yeah, I think they both have pretty big egos. Like for Jeremiah, just backtracking a little bit to that scene where he's like, "Oh, she called me." It's almost like it's more about a competition for him. And I get it. The whole show is based on the competition itself, right? But it seems like Jeremiah is always trying to like one up his brother. Like, his brother's the med student, his brother's more, I don't know, appreciated in their dad's eyes. And so I think for Jeremiah, a lot of this comes out of a place of like, I'm competing with you and Belly is mine. We could say the same about Conrad, like we really could. But I think for Jeremiah, it's a lot about like the image.
I
Like,
agree. And who started that competition? Susan. Oh my gosh, the wedding letter when Laurel was like, she wanted you to read this on your wedding day.
Yeah.
And then it's addressed to Conrad and about Conrad and Bella.
I mean,
basically.
that was crazy.
I did not hear about this.
Oh,
Oh my god.
this is
I
a
did not
key moment.
Tip, guys. What's going on?
I mean, listeners who haven't seen this part, buckle up and listen up because Jeremiah gets a letter from his mom being like, this is the letter I want you to read on your wedding day. And it even said like to Jeremiah, but when he opens up the letter, it's addressed to Conrad. And in the letter, it says, oh, I've only seen you in love once. And she just like probably says like 2 sentences about like how beautiful it was or something like that.
Yeah.
So talking about Belly and Conrad being in love. So that's the last thing he wanted to see. And I think that was right before he decided to cut off.
Yes, that was his last straw, to be clear. That was Jeremiah's last straw.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, here's the thing. I have something to say about this. If you look back to the episode where Susanna's writing these letters, she ends up dropping these letters on the floor. If you remember, as she's writing them, because her hands are really shaky and like she's on her deathbed, so she drops the letters, and then I think it's someone helps her put the letters back, but I'm convinced that that's what happened. So the letters got rearranged. But here's the thing, maybe it's fate because now we have Belly and Conrad.
But that does bring me to thoughts on the ending, which I thought it was subpar. And I know it is like a oh, wait till the movie comes out, which is also annoying.
Yes.
to me.
There's
Very.
a movie.
Yes.
I thought this was it, guys.
Exactly.
I thought this was it.
China's like, there's no way.
For money.
Like,
Like, out of every which way they can, they just want a bigger check.
Yes.
We can never have good TV. But anyways, in the ending, it's just like Belly goes to Paris. She finally finds herself. Like, I'm actually rooting for her at this point.
loved her bob and red lipstick.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh my god, she
Little
loved-
cigarette. I was like, oh, okay. She's actually eating.
Yes.
There was a moment where like she reapplied her lipstick. I was like, girl, you don't need more.
Yeah. It's already a lot.
And she had her whole relationship with the Spaniard or whoever that
Benito.
was. Benito.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was good.
What
He was good.
happened to that?
She
I don't
just
know, she
just picked herself.
Yeah,
That's all,
I personally, I don't know. Benito wasn't really doing it for me.
Really? Yeah.
I don't think so. Like, it was just
All three of the boys, you didn't think he was the most fun.
no. Like, I mean, in terms of chemistry, I don't think they had a lot of
Okay.
chemistry.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was giving European.
It was just giving European playing. Yeah. So.
Agreed.
Uh,
I think I wanted anything but the two boys.
and I get that. I had that moment too where I was like, finally, we have left the Fisher boys alone.
Mm-hmm.
We are, across the globe. But yeah, I feel like Benito wasn't really doing it for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
valid.
Yeah.
But by the end, her picking Conrad, I was just like, oh my god, so all this self-discovery for what? Like, we were just gonna end up in the same place that we were. And again, we're gonna have the same problems of facing your family, dealing with the family dynamics, which was just all of not all of season 2, because we had the cancer part 2, but just like navigating that relationship within the family of, yeah, I did mess with your other brother, but here I am messing with your other brother.
Yeah.
It's like constantly just,
Yeah.
yo, leave the brothers alone, bro. Like,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Their mother is dying and you're just over. Belly, have sense now.
Yeah.
Both brothers,
At the same time.
just back and forth, back and forth.
And the thing that's crazy to me about this is that no matter who she, like obviously we are where we are now, but no matter who she like would have chosen, she's always going to be able to say like, I was involved with my brother-in-law. That's so weird to me.
Yeah, like
That's so
when you have
odd.
kids and they're like, how did you meet?
Oh my god.
Like, how are you gonna explain to your kids that you almost married their uncle? Like,
Also, his whole like chef storyline.
It was just
Random.
so rushed, so random. It
rushed.
felt like a waste of time, really. I was like, we don't have enough time for this. Like, especially in the last episode when we're like kind of back at the Fisher house and it's like this whole event. I didn't even know what the event was. I was so confused.
Yeah.
But I just felt like I was like,
yes.
I don't know what this is all about. And I feel like it took a lot of time away from what ending could have really been. I don't know.
And when he was talking to who's the curly-headed girl who?
Oh, Denise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, she was Gorgina.
Yeah.
But why do we have to set her up with someone like always? And it's just
Yeah.
weird. It's just really
And
weird.
what I found to be very odd was like, do you remember when he was giving Denise eyes at the office while he was like
yeah.
on the verge of marrying Belly? Like, I was weirded out by this.
Tess, like, how many times?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, okay.
So
While paying off his 20,000
Yeah.
debt, there's telling me he's looking at somebody else while he's trying to plan his wedding?
yeah,
Any debt? He's rich.
Like, doesn't he owe his father like 20,000?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
He owes him
He's
20
deep in
bands,
his
bro.
debt.
Like,
20 bands.
20 band.
But you know
Ah.
what? Pining over a woman who you have no business pining over for 4 years or like however long.
Yeah.
Conrad is a strange human being to me. And I'd pick a Jeremiah over a Conrad any day.
Jeremiah would ruin my peace, but Conrad as well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would just come up to him one day. I'm like, "How are you?"
That's what
No,
Mhm.
sickening. It's terrible.
Yes.
Like, I was like, "Bro, what?"
You know
And I probably go up to Jeremiah. I'm like, "How are you?" And then he'll have a hickey on his neck.
Conrad's is he would be like, I'm fine.
Don't
Don't
worry.
worry.
What if Conrad is just naturally like, a little bit more introverted? What if, what, that's natural?
I
Like,
feel like there's an introvert and nonchalant. Like,
nonchalant, that's like a D1 yearner. Like,
he's yearning or something.
there is nothing nonchalant about that man. No.
He is definitely more
Who
introverted.
are you? Speaking of who are you? What do you think that Conrad supported any of Belly's choices and let her have autonomy, or is he trying
Oh,
to,
did he?
control her?
Listen, he was about to be the best man. He was I know where we ended up, but he was really doing his best. I feel like, he was happy for her when she went to Paris, gave her, decent amount of space for a year. I don't know. I feel like
Single year.
listen, he was across the country for a long time, so it's like giving her a year in Paris. I think that was okay. I don't know. I feel like he supported her decisions, even though of course we know internally, like when we had his monologue, like he was going through it, but like he tried his best.
It wasn't even an internal monologue. He quite literally said out loud, "I hate my brother and I prayed on his downfall when I came over." And you know why? What he saying? Even his father was like, like he was very confused.
But here's the thing, like we love a self-aware king, like
like there's a separation between the physical things they do and then the emotional things they do.
yeah.
Like Jeremiah physically cheated, but emotionally he was always in it. And then Conrad was physically gone, but emotionally was always in it.
Yeah.
And so I just think personally for me, the emotional ways that his emotional choices were more demonic to me than Jeremiah's emotional choices. And because he was always at least like down for Melly, I think that when Conrad, yes, interjected about like the wedding, and secondly, when he did visit Belly unannounced in Paris, I thought that was crazy work, and she did too. Belly literally went upstairs.
Wait, he didn't even tell her that he was going.
No, he was going
Melany.
he was going to Brussels for a work conference, and then he kept being like, "I can push it. I don't have to go." Blah 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 blah. Like, she doesn't even want you like that. Please stand up.
So here's the thing. I have appreciation for a man who can show up and show out. I don't know. I feel like yes, that was very unannounced, and considering their history, maybe don't just show up in Paris out of nowhere. But I'm also like,
It is a
wow,
grand gesture.
it's a grand gesture and it's very romantic, in my opinion. We could say that it's like borderline stalker vibes, but I feel like it was romantic to just, if you're sure about this woman and you want to be with her, show up in Paris.
Wait, but how did he find her in Paris?
They had been writing letters.
Yeah, so he knew, I mean, she knew
They
that
wrote
he
letters
knew.
to each other.
Yeah, and not to Jeremiah.
So
Wow.
here's the thing. She knew that he knew her address because he'd already been sending her letters. He had been sending her, he sent her a pack of was it Sour Patch?
It was the stuffed animal.
Junior Mint,
and the necklace.
and also a snack that he wasn't sure she could find in Paris.
Okay.
And so
Why you lit up and you were excited she could find
You're
Paris?
like, guys, this is like,
No, I love
I
it,
think
Melany.
that's so romantic.
bare minimum.
I mean, so if that's bare minimum, him showing up was
On two
What do we-
maximum.
No, but it was really sweet, honestly.
yeah.
Because I heard Sour Patch is her favorite candy. I guess
Yeah.
maybe she was missing it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And all she yeah.
Great gummies in Paris. I know, so
That compared to Jeremiah cursing her out over the phone, I don't know.
That is kind of valid though. Like that was a 4-year relationship, and she just like dipped right after the wedding. After his brother confessed to her, and she realized she wants to go explore on her own.
Look, I get it. I get
She's
it.
been emotionally cheating on him this entire.
And Conrad also crashed out on her and Jeremiah when he only dated her for like 6 months. So both of them crashed out.
Yeah.
They're both wrong.
There's lots of cross
And
checks.
Belly as well, honestly.
When I tell you this show probably made my blood pressure really high.
No, guys, like I
During
started
this.
watching it. I was like stressed out. I was like,
Yeah.
had to pause like and walk around my room
Yeah. Yeah.
like 8 times. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Imagine being the only Team Jeremiah person in the space. And I'm being like, oh, and they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I can't.
You would have hated to be part of our watch party because when I tell you we were like, boo, like as soon as that man came up on the screen at any moment, we're like, no, we need him off the screen.
Majority of the world is Team Conrad.
Yeah.
Like, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
I don't entirely get it.
they're all dogs. They're all dogs.
I also don't entirely get Team Jeremiah, but I understand it a little bit more than Team Conrad.
My take is that people who were Team Jacob are Team Jeremiah, and people who were Team Edward for Twilight
Our Team
Team
Conrad.
Oh, interesting.
Are
I've
you
never
Team Edward?
watched Twilight, so I don't know I don't know.
We might have to do research on that.
Yeah,
but
I was
circle
always
back.
Team Jacob, but I knew it was always going to be Edward.
is there a scene where either of you were about to switch to the other team?
Definitely, it was never something Conrad did.
Wow.
He's most last man I would ever pick. If you're chilling or me, I'm just like, oh my god, you've nothing going on for yourself to like do. Like, why are you so obsessed with me? It's really strange.
I mean, med school.
But he even was not successful. Like, no,
He
not
wasn't
the best.
successful in med
He
school?
lost his internship.
It was because he was distracted by Steven's car accident, aka distracted by Belly's distress.
And he wasn't communicating.
You're telling me he lost his internship because of a girl he dated for 6 months?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry, money is everything to me. Success is everything to me. Guys, wait, no, you have to explain the scene better to me. Maybe I'm not understanding.
So the internship scene?
Yeah.
So, okay, to be fair, I feel like the doctor he was shadowing during this internship was just like a little too strict. But I get it. It's medicine. We're dealing with people's lives. I see
She
both
was
sides.
known to be strict.
Known to be strict. And Steven gets into a car accident and then they need connections to like the hospital. So Belly, I think it was Belly that reached out
Yes.
to Conrad because, connections to the hospital.
Maybe Jeremiah. I don't.
Or Jeremiah, someone. Blanking on that right now. But he's reached out to about Steven's car accident and how they need a contact. So he's busy getting this contact and he messes something up. It was like a sample that he messed up, right? And so he basically gets fired from his internship because he was stressed about Steven's car accident and getting the contact.
And mind you, he asked his boss about the connection. The boss was like, no problem, done. So that's set.
Yeah.
And then he makes a mistake. Then the boss is, oh, you're obviously distracted. Like, you just can't be here anymore. And then cut him. He was his own undoing. Like, it wasn't.
But Steven is his best friend, right?
They were best friends.
Yeah, I think at first he was closer with Conrad, then he became closer with Jeremiah.
Yeah. So at this, during this time, they're not talking much.
Right.
Yeah.
And then even in the
I really want to defend him and say maybe he's just doing it because his friend was in the car.
Oh, it wasn't even like that. Because this is what he does. He self-isolates, which is so just corny to me. Like, you're corny.
I get it.
Stand up, communicate. It's really not that hard.
Hey, but it's like, how old is he? How much older is he
I
then?
think he's 2 years older than
so
Jeremiah.
24.
Yeah.
He should be. Come on.
I'm really trying to. Wait,
You're trying
okay,
to
no, but it's like, okay, his mom died though. Okay, and that he was the only one to know, right?
And
was the only one-
because
and
he
he held that.
chose to be the only one to know. He didn't tell anyone.
What wasn't the mother's wishes not to tell anyone?
He found out before even talking to his mom about it.
Yeah.
Like, he saw some paperwork or some email or something,
Yeah.
so he knew that his mom had cancer, but didn't tell anybody.
Okay.
I'm finding it.
Wait, but what if he was just looking out for everybody else?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
No one
That's
asked
like
him to look out for Jeremiah. No one asked him to look out for Belly. No one asked him to look
but he
out
just
for
he just does it, and
I don't like that. In my head, I'm like, I'm not asking you to
Okay,
take care of me.
wait.
I can take care of myself. Please.
Okay, no.
It's like I'm finding it.
Wait, but like, yeah, he's the eldest in the family. As an older sibling, I have held a lot of things from my younger brother. I'll say that much to protect.
Okay, so you
I will say that much. I don't think I can ever hold my parents dying from cancer from him. But I could understand from the perspective that he's just trying to protect everyone, and just usually everything's on your shoulders, and you're just trying to be the perfect older sibling and just trying
Right.
to do your best.
I also,
Keeping-
again, it's Susanna's fault.
Yeah.
She said in season 3, they revealed the scene where on her deathbed, she says to Conrad, please take care of Jeremiah. And then he says, I promise I will. So more pressure on his shoulders, pressure
Yeah.
from his dad to be perfect, pressure from Jeremiah as someone who he's looking up to, like
Yeah.
a lot of pressure.
Also, wasn't he the one that found out about his dad's affair?
Yes.
So, listen, Conrad's holding a lot of responsibility, a lot of trauma, dare I say?
But you know what's also funny? He found out, so he holds all that in, but then he finds out about Belly getting cheated on in Cabo and immediately tells her.
Sorry, but not to interrupt. But if Jeremiah cheated, and, you know, in my opinion, cheating is like, that's it.
Yeah.
End all be all. So why are you even with this man in the first place? So from Conrad's perspective, I'm thinking, okay, he cheated, already blew the relationship up. What's the harm in confessing your love? It's already a
What's
very
the harm of
damaged.
having an ulterior motive to ruin your brother's marriage.
The marriage was already ruined, though.
Like, you're a dog, you're a demon, you're a demon, you're a double demon.
But I mean, this is a couple that already, like, the worst of the worst happened. You know what I mean? Like, you're already going into this marriage with the worst happening. So it's like, I don't know. If you don't value the relationship, how do you expect other people to value it?
But I feel like the biggest argument between, like, it's definitely something that like Team Jeremiah usually supports, is Jeremiah is always open to Conrad confessing his feelings to Belly. He's like, can you please just talk it out? Conrad, confess your feelings to Belly, just talk it out with Conrad. Whatever you guys want. I don't want to go through this again. I don't want anybody to like force a relationship with me. Like, Belly, I'll be happy for you. Conrad, I'll be happy for you. Then you have Conrad, who's like, I want to like, it's like, wow. What do you think of like that dynamic between Jeremiah and Conrad?
It's interesting. I feel like, I will say, you know, going back to the maturity point, that's really mature of Jeremiah to be able to, like, you know, to be able to look at things and say, okay, what do you want? Like, what is truly happening here? In, you know, in terms of Conrad, I think it comes from that intensity, that like deep love that he feels for Belly. Like, I think that translates to like how he kind of, you know, crashes out. And listen, I don't think the crash outs are valid. I think there's a better way to go about those crash outs and those confessions. And, you know, I hate my brother is like, that's your brother. And I have to say, like, it's not the best way to go about things.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, one of the points you made, you're saying that Conrad loves her more deeply versus Jeremiah looks at her on a more surface level. And I agree with that.
Okay, you're with me.
Yes, I'm with you. He definitely, like, it's not so far to the extent of he only likes the idea of her. Like, he definitely likes her. They both grew up with her. They know her. But he definitely idolizes her less so than, like, appreciates her nuance and her feelings and, like, different perspectives. He's definitely more narrow-minded than Conrad is and, like, open to seeing, like, all of her flaws and intricacies and all of that. So I think that's where Jeremiah lacks, that Conrad pulls up to the table, puts his seat down, and we're all sat, listens to that.
Yeah. 10 years down the line, both like Belly's married to Jeremiah, Belly's married to Conrad. What do you think these relationships will look like?
Hell.
I think the relationship itself, not even like talking about Jeremiah on the side, being the brother-in-law or anything, I feel like they're gonna have a better relationship than Belly and Jeremiah would have had, because Conrad is just such an attentive like man. He's just so worried about Belly 24/7, and obviously maybe to an unhealthy extent, but like she's always gonna feel seen, heard, loved, taken care of. Like, he's always gonna take care of everything for her. I mean, he was making her dinner in the summer house.
Yeah,
Like, they were playing, hold on, they were playing husband and wife already playing husband and wife. He's taking her to get not groceries, sorry, the wedding decor, Michael's. So I feel like they're gonna have a loving relationship.
Yeah,
Very loving, very husband and wife.
especially as this is his round 2 with her,
Yeah.
he knows better at this point of like what it takes to actually sustain their relationships.
Honestly,
Yeah.
finally, I mean, he was pandering for 4 years. I'd be surprised if he didn't know how to fix it. Like, but
But
I can definitely say she seems really happy with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it definitely worked out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. They should have just stayed together in the first place. He did beg them. Jeremiah did. He's like, guys, can you just talk it out? Like, I was like, guys, please, just talk it out. Like,
He was such a dog though in his first. Conrad was a dog to Belly with the whole prom situation. Like that was terrible.
oh yeah, the prom. He forgot her flower or
Her
something, her
corsage,
corsage,
yeah.
and then Jeremiah was like, "I'll never forget her corsage." But it's like it's just a corsage, guys. Well, I've never done American prom, so I don't. I guess this is like really important.
Not really, but it was his whole attitude. I mean, like corsage is important for me. I didn't even have a date, and I had a corsage. Like I wanted the whole imagery, but he just like stopped caring, and it was so disheartening. And it's just like, why are you even doing this anymore? And then all of a sudden, he cares so much. But
He was going through it, you know?
I feel like Team Jeremiah often has the argument, oh, Jeremiah's mom died too. Conrad shouldn't just always be sad. I feel like people grieve in different ways, for sure.
They do.
I feel like we should give Conrad the space to grieve.
that-
And I feel like
Thank you.
Belly shouldn't have jumped on Conrad
Right.
when they're literally grieving.
Yes.
Move.
That was
Literally move.
horrible
Like,
timing.
like terrible
Terrible.
timing. You're over here at a
So-
funeral and asking Conrad, like, girl, shut up.
Yeah, at a
bro, like,
funeral
move."
is an incredibly inappropriate place to,
Exactly.
you know.
Honestly, we shouldn't even be expecting him to be a good boyfriend.
At all. Including Jeremiah, like at all. Like move. Like what was she
Yeah.
doing?
Honestly, don't
But-
text each other for a hot minute. Like,
Yeah.
just have
Right,
space,
right.
something. I don't know.
But do y'all want to tell me a crucial moment in the show that like the first time you watched it, just like, yeah, I'm Team Jeremiah, I'm Team Conrad. That felt like the first time she said that.
Off looks, off rip. That
The blue eyes got you? They got you?
Like, whenever I see that, I'm always like, guys, Jeremiah's cuter than Conrad. They're like, no, what are you talking about? But besides that, I think I liked. I always just like the golden retriever, like someone who's more extroverted, energetic, happy. If you're very, I'm sad and I'm misunderstood and no one understands me, oh my god. Just get run over. Like, run away, please. Run away and be sad in your hole that you want to be in.
I think for me, it was just over a period of time, like just seeing how Conrad like would think back to childhood or Belly would think back to childhood, and you just see Conrad being like so protective of her and like not leaving her behind when she was like struggling to ride a bike. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, you know, just because it was like a childhood thing, like I just think it was like looking at this long-term period of Conrad talking about Belly, expressing his feelings about Belly, like it's just very like it has meaning to it. Like I don't know that I've heard something so deep from like Jeremiah. You know what I mean? And it's just I think see I mean oh I thought you were gonna say I wasn't. But
see, when I hear like Conrad's poetic more language compared to Jeremiah's, see, I think Jeremiah's is truth versus I think Conrad's is performance.
oops.
What do you think of that?
Performance. I feel like it's hard to fake something that just seems so deep. What would be the purpose of this man spending so much time on this if it was like performative?
It really does just comes down to what kind of love each viewer would prefer to receive.
Yeah.
You would prefer Conrad.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I will say there are elements of each that I would like if I could, you know, handpick, like I would probably take a few things from Jeremiah.
Have you heard any like erasure commentary on the show?
No.
I only like briefly heard they mentioned Jeremiah was bi and that's it.
Oh, that's true.
like
They never actually showed him.
right.
They showed him kissing one boy in season 1 at a party.
And then
That's
and
it.
that was
in
it.
this last season, when he's in Steven's like house or apartment for the Thanksgiving thing, there's someone who comes in who's like seemingly like his ex, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So I think it's in there, but they don't really like. It's
So,
not,
yeah.
yeah, they don't really go into
And he
it.
only cheats on Belly with girl.
A girl.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wait, would it be better if he cheated on her? Would it be better, guys? I don't
Let's talk to-
I
I
don't
don't know.
Would I be less angry about
If she looked like me, would I be less angry?
Would I
Yeah.
be less angry? I don't know.
That's funny. I did appreciate when Jeremiah clocked. He clocked like 2 times in the season, and I was like, wow. That's my man.
In a sense, I kind of forgive Conrad a little bit for ruining Wedding because he got clocked so many times that I was like, he got his lashing. I feel like
Yes,
now he can go pursue Belly.
I liked it.
I did appreciate the show did clock him so Taylor.
Yeah.
Other
I love how they didn't just let it slide.
That was
Yeah.
heartbreaking for me. Sorry. Sorry, all that matters to me is Conrad's happiness.
Aww. That's so cute.
And every
Right.
time he really was just like, I know I did the wrong thing. I know. But you still did it, King. Like, this could be. It was so funny.
Yeah. I feel like him getting slapped in the face, like that wasn't enough for you guys.
What?
A punch in the face by Jeremiah, no?
Or yes,
Oh,
punch in the
yeah,
face
yeah,
by
yeah.
Jeremiah.
Okay.
Wasn't that enough?
Well deserved.
Honestly, yeah, I'm fine with him.
You're
Like
fine?
he got all the beatings and whiplash, like
Yeah, it's
verbal,
done.
physical. It's done. You know, he's now with Belly. I think he deserves it. Like
Yeah.
he really went through trials and tribulations.
They should live in Europe though. They definitely.
I don't think they should
not-
come back.
No.
Yeah.
Don't leave the cousins.
I mean,
Stay
the
there,
cousin's
stay
house,
there.
so it's gonna be what, like Belly, Conrad, Jeremiah, Denise. That's such an odd combination of people.
They could make it work.
I don't know.
Yep.
It's fresh. It's new. They need something fresh and new.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should start wrapping up. Are there any final words that y'all want to say?
Final thoughts.
Final part?
Team No One.
Team No One.
Team Anti-Belly.
Listen, anti-Belly.
Anti-Belly.
Belly was
anti-Susanna.
stressful. Yes. Anti-Susanna. I think, I was really rooting for Belly in Paris. I really was. And I feel like that was so important, like, for her, even though I don't know that she changed a lot. Like,
She reverted back.
she reverted back. I was rooting for Belly, but at the end of the day, I'm Team No One. Like, and since we have to choose teams, I think Conrad is really just like, he's sensitive, he's deep, he's attentive, and he really cares about Belly. Like, he really wants to protect her, and I feel like, don't we all want, like, some of us?
Too. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna put us
honestly, we
first.
all want that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
So.
I feel like long term, Conrad's gonna win.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
honestly, yeah.
But hashtag Team Jeremiah, whoever man that can cook.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, hashtag underrated team, Laurel and her man.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Yes, yes.
Here.
Yeah, they're T. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I'm
Here.
stand besides my man.
I'm gonna stick beside him. This whole podcast was basically just sticking beside their man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching or listening from wherever you're hearing this on whatever device you're listening to this to. But yeah, the summer turned pretty. I don't know who won. Actually,
There's
is no winner, guys.
There's no.
go with who you love. Be with who you want to be. No one cares. Just don't get beat. Or like don't. No abuse. No verbal,
Yeah.
physical abuse
Nothing like
whatsoever.
that.
Just be happy. Honestly, at the end of the day, Belly is happy, so you should be happy too.
Until the movie.
I don't know. I didn't know there was gonna be a movie, but thank you so much. This was Off the Record. I'm your host, Shana Lakba, and this was
Tess.
this was-
Melany.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, oh, oh.
We did it. Hello, it's Shine, podcast host here again, and I really hope you enjoyed this video slash audio wherever you're listening or watching from. You should also check out the Summer I Watch Bad TV, a nice article written by Katie Broski on the opinion section on the Fordham Observer website. Check that out. It's really cute and fun, and it's a nice read.